check it. That beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. For check it. Green select glucometer, check it. Push sugar level, for check it. For check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Me did the young antechua, and maybe I'm discovered for Europe. I come bushing for Ghana. No, me used to tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. Eye easy, eye convenient, eye fast, and sounds so free. Won't you share? Me discover ye map him. Tap send. Intienne, also download the tap send app no ever mobile phone so free. Na first ka komo abusuya for Ghana fa na nyina. Tap send. Papa no.
Emretudo na ni etena ka mu kwantin akotonyo mabegu ye shop mu se ubenya ni nyina ofako enno so ya asem foforo owo so to mfaako sika swane ne mpatamu anase achimota lapa se kosi nsawam. Jimidale is your one-stop shop distribution for wholesale and retailers. Safa drinks, insure, enyane anase ade bia wo pebia. So wo koton ko ade a ene bebia wo se wutu a eye Jimidale. You can locate Jimidale Ventures at Giga Junction inside Soto, or call us now on 0208-920-996. Jumidale Ventures, the official sponsor for Sammy Flex TV.
Maseda nyumnie, mitumera denkwa. Maye nyumnie, Gebama, I'm a say that you're near, but to me, Radim.
Anytime the gentlemen on this platform sit down, then you should know that they are about to share knowledge, information, and wisdom as well. And I want you to be part of this because we are about to do it as usual. My name is Sammy Flex. I'm introducing my guys so we can start talking. We have some interesting lineup on the table today, and I know you guys are going to be very, very interested and excited to be part of this. Why don't you also share with your people from around the world? Tell them that if you want showbiz online, numero uno platform, it is Sammy Flex TV and no other channel. We are doing real showbiz. So anytime you want real showbiz, come here and let's rock and roll. In your shot, I believe you can see Zola BHIM, Zola Nie. Yeah, Zola Nie is seated for us to do our business. I keep telling you that if it is music distribution you want to do worldwide, you want to sell online to get some returns, then rush now. Contact Zola. He is ready to sort you out. Intibdo Solomon is also an online content manager, and he is our content manager, our online manager here at Flex Entertainment. And the man at the extreme end is the little lawyer. He's about to become a big lawyer. That is Young Barrister. Young Barrister is the lead of all BHIM natives from around the world.
See you.
He's the CEO.
See all the fans.
That's the fan. He's the lead, the whole world. He's the lead. And I'm sure when Zola and Barrister, they are seated together, as you know that
Barrister
this is the agenda people.
He employed me to be a fan of.
What? Oh really?
Yeah, so he's the CEO.
Yeah, so it was Barrister who employed you.
The CEO.
Juma Fonkwa. Of course, we are also supported by the production team led by the guitar Rasta, who is on camera. Richie Flex is the editor and director of the show. Emmanuel RPG is the producer, and Gideon Neelam Tessin is our creative director here on the show. And we are about to do it. It's going to be some 2 hours conversation, and I know you are sure going to be part of this. So, guys, welcome. Now, let's refresh our minds with this. Still on the Felinuna A+ clash. Zola has not spoken about it on this platform. Same way, Young Barrister has not spoken about it on this platform yet. But I know in Team Dodu, Solomon has gotten a bite already. But another angle coming from America, and this is coming from a musician who is based in America. His name is Jamin Beats. He's actually working, but he said, hey, yesterday he watched the show late. He did not watch the show from beginning. He watched it late in America, and he has something that he really wants to put across. He has a different view, and I want us to listen to his view. Then we will put it on board, across board, to listen to what our people are saying. So off air, he was telling me that, yeah, for instance, if he should use himself as an example, he has a wife who is supporting him because the wife believes in his career. So if you have a partner and you are into the showbiz space, why is the partner shying away from putting money into your business? If the person decides not to put money into the business, it means that he doesn't even trust in you, your profession or your career, your talent. He doesn't even, he or she doesn't trust in that talent you have. So that is what we are talking about. Let's watch the video briefly. It is just our warm-up topic. I get the opinion of my people, and we run to the main topics. Some interesting lineup, like I'm saying. You will be interested in all the topics. Stay tuned, and let's do this. I'll be right back.
Yeah, yo, I go by the name Jamming Beats, aka the African Kindred. Yeah, Charlie, there's this social media conversation going on about A Plus and Fela Luna, and the instance in which there's a problem coming from UTV, United Showbiz. I was listening to Sammy Flex yesterday, and I happened to want to understand one thing. It's like everybody's on A Plus about his submission, but you see, you people don't get it. Fela Luna at the point said A Plus was not making sense, and that's where A Plus flared up. But y'all are refusing to understand the positive side of what A Plus is saying. You see, Fela Luna is saying she has a boyfriend and he has money, and if your boyfriend has money, and this is just my opinion though, if your boyfriend has money and you are an artist, right? You're a female artist, your boyfriend has money, you're going around looking for investors. Investors want to have their way with you before they help you. And your boyfriend has money and he's not investing in you, then he doesn't even believe in you. First of all, he doesn't care about your talent. Because if he does care about your talent, he won't even allow you to be preyed on by these sexual helpers called investors. Because if he really loves you and understands your game and understands that even if he invests in you, the money is going to come to both of you. If he understands that the money is going to come to both of you, he will go ahead and invest in you. I don't see why you people don't understand what A Plus is saying. I'm like, everybody's running away with what A Plus is saying because I see the boy and you're fucking. It's an unfortunate statement. I'm not supporting that statement. But on the real, if your boy really was interested in you and the music you do, he is going to invest 100% in you, emotionally, physically, financially, everything in you, without no holding back. So it's unfortunate that the statement or the kind of the kind of words A Plus used is unfortunate. I'm not supporting that, but he was making a valid and a vivid point. I'm married and I have a wife, and she equally invests every penny she can. So you see, it's unfortunate that you're going back and forth with A Plus. He has some truth to say in what he's saying. If he's not investing in you, he's your boyfriend, he's not investing in you, then I don't think he's even trying to invest in the relationship. Because if you all are meant to be together and you said he's the one you're going to get married to, then I'm sorry, he's not doing what he's supposed to do. He doesn't need to be in the industry to invest in you. Mind you, when the money is coming back, it's coming back to both of y'all, two of y'all together. Because guess what? It will intend to be a family business. He put the money in, and he's supposed to get returns. If you are his boyfriend, if he's your boyfriend and you are with him, the money is gonna come to y'all. Y'all really have to think about it again. He has to really think about it again. It's unfortunate A Plus said that he's fucking. I don't condone to that language. But yes, you also sometimes have to know how to talk, because the fact that you're on TV and you're sitting in front of the panel and you're talking doesn't actually warrant you to just say just anything. He got pissed off by you telling him he's not making sense. You can say you don't agree with him by you saying you and I know where we come from, Ghana. You better catch up. He said you are not making sense. Not just on so it's unfortunate. But yeah, I go by the name Jamming Beats, aka the African Kindred. Chemistry coming out soon. Watch out for it. Keep supporting Jamming Beats. You don't know. Gee, African Kindred.
Alright, so you heard it from the African King Jamming Beats. I'm sure he's even working, because beyond music, he does a day job as well. So the video is so obvious it's coming from his website, and guy couldn't even wait to get home. It means the story and the discussion went to his ziggy zagum and he just wants to have a bite. Big up to you, Jamming Beats. Now, young barrister, you have not spoken on this yet on this platform. This is just a warm up. So in about 2-3 minutes, what do you think about the saga and what Jamming Beats is adding to the discussion?
I didn't watch the whole show, but I watched a set of it where the argument started. I think I heard Feli saying that the boyfriend helps in his small way. Bros, I mean, you know that this is Ghana and how we view relationship. You know, boyfriend, girlfriend matter. Sometimes you are not even sure if the person you are dating is going to be yes. So obviously, probably they just started dating, and the guy would also be thinking that, okay, even though I have money, if I start investing in you, what happens if we don't settle down? Or what?
I lose out.
At the end of the day, what am I also going to get if you leave me tomorrow? Or if, let's say, I start investing in you and then a brand comes in to take you away from me. That is another angle that he's also looking at. I'm just speaking from the relationship point of view, where we are not even certain. Like the video, the person who did the video, he said he's married, which means that this one they are settled. It's a family thing. But this boyfriend girlfriend thing, we are not even sure if Feli and the boyfriend are engaged. They are not even sure if they just started 3 months ago or 4 months ago. So obviously the boy will be very, very careful if he want to go all out. Yes, he will be very, very careful. And brass, I mean, if you meet a lady today, regardless of the talent, it doesn't mean you don't believe in the talent, you don't believe in whatever the person is doing, but you would also want to study carefully before you pump your money inside. It's a business venture. You can't just throw your money out like that and then sit down and expect nothing. So the boyfriend will also have to sit down, analyze the person, the person I'm dating. Let me study their character. Let me study if this is going to work out. If it doesn't seem so from his own, survey and study, he will be back, like he will settle down a bit and be watching. If something small to get you going, he will provide it. But to invest fully, he's also thinking about himself and thinking of is it going to work? What I'm going to put in, is it going to, what if tomorrow, because these are musicians, what if Feli becomes so big tomorrow, and then we have had issues like we have had a lot of issues where we have had issues where even those who were married, where the men invested, at the end of the day, things happen and they got. We know of Asian.
So wrap up for me with your
position. Yeah, we know of Asian where she has also lost almost these are people who even got married and they lost. So they didn't get okay. But at the end of the day, they were also in a relationship. So let's just be careful with this relationship thing and then spare the lady a bit.
So with Jamin Beats, he's married, so his case is okay.
Yes, he's married.
But for the boyfriend girlfriend, he doesn't have a case there.
Brother, will you do that for your girlfriend?
Oh, I do something.
Why not invest?
Yeah.
Okay, yes. Let me come to you, Zola. Thank you.
Music investment is not a small thing. It's not a small journey. It requires a huge kind of investment that you need to put in the craft. And then you see, the best way to make a relationship work is by supporting each other. It's by supporting each other. It would be very, very
whether married or unmarried.
Exactly. It would be very, very okay for the guy to support Felina anytime, any day, anywhere, financially, physically, just like Jeremy said. Yeah. But in our system, when it comes to relationship, even when we are even married, there are question marks to it. That are you being the right person? Because we've seen couples who are very, very successful, who are very, very successful because successful in our music business because she's either married to her manager or otherwise. Okay. A typical example is the uncle and then the husband. It's going on going on very, very well because with these people they know, okay, for better for worse, we are at the long run we are married. But it happened at the other side too with Joyce Blessing and then Dave Joy. Even though they were married. Things didn't not work out. You understand? True. So in this instance, maybe there are certain things going on that the guy is not certain with. Just like what young Barrister is saying. Maybe the guy sees certain signs that shows that if Elena should get to that height, maybe you understand. And then the guy might also not be musically inclined, so he might want to get enough time to study our terrain before maybe trying to invest. Because just like Feli said, the guy has been supported, but we don't know the kind of support the guy gives. What if maybe the guy is behind her media, even though Felina is signed onto Fuse or DJ, it's record label. Maybe it was through the guy that she got that deal. Maybe the guy is the one investing in the kind of store she's doing now. We don't know the contract Felix signed with.
Fuse or DJ.
Yes. So, like, just like me, for me, I agree with Jamming Beat totally with the kind of word that A+ used. But you see, when I watched snippet of that video, of that interview, it was fairly that triggered those kind of words. For you to even say that what A+ is saying doesn't make sense. Okay. Literally, you are trying to even insult a man in the first place. You are throwing the first blow in the first place. So if you've been able to man up, gather some courage to throw the first punch, then be ready to accept what comes. But it's, for me, when I saw the video, I laughed, and then I was like, yo, was this not the same fella that I was with in the afternoon, during the afternoon around 12:03, that she was even praising guys, talking about guys, because, and then she was
praising guys for
the for especially about her song. We were talking about her song, and then she was like, she even brought this song out because guys have nice skins, nice body that needs to be taken care of. So this style, and then she knows that most guys doesn't even have mirrors and then towels. And then from certain kind of comment that she's hearing, because of her song, guys have even started taking good care of themselves, which means she's achieving something because her song literally wants to educate people to take care of themselves.
I see. Thank you, Zola. Chamo. I know you've spoken about this, but wrap up for me on it. Let's move on to other matters.
I'll be brief. I mean, for those who have certain kind of ideology and support whatever ladies do, we understand. But they should also not forget that, I mean, at some point in our discussions or whatever we do, we should know that there's other side to whatever ideology that you have. Okay. And if you want people to accept your ideology, that ladies can't go wrong, then you should be ready to accept the other side if they are also making sense or they are trying to push their point across. Okay. So for those who support whatever ladies do, like Fuse ODG and Edem, sometimes they should also look at what the ladies are doing to trigger some of these things. Okay. I mean, it wasn't in a vacuum. I've said it that I'm very disappointed that they didn't really discuss the main topic. We are rather focusing on the insult or whatever, like that thing that came. That was my disappointment. Jamming Beat was on the 10th Street. I've said it before that those who want to invest in music business will do. Those who don't want to will not. So if your boyfriend is not that type, no matter what, he will not, even if he believes in your craft. Because music business is highly risky. So it's so high. So if you want investors, go to those who are ready to take that kind of investment. But if you are not going to investors in quote, but you are going to let's say sexual predators, know that they are not interested in the business.
They are ready to give you money.
They want to exchange money for something in kind. And you say that that's not good, we should talk about, yes, but it won't change. So if you want to do music business, go to serious people who are ready to do it, like Fuse ODG. He has a record label, and that's what he wants to do. When you go to somebody that you know hasn't done anything music business before, don't go and expect that they will treat you like music business people. That's what we want those who just support anything women to understand. Okay. We are not saying that it's okay for people to prey on you because you need help. No. But this business, know where to go for the kind of investment that
it's
you
want.
want.
It's not business for the poor.
Okay, thank you so much.
I want to respond to something.
Quickly.
I know that it's not good to respond to comments as time goes on, but sometimes you need to clear the air when the need is. I saw a comment where somebody was saying that I actually endorse
they just Misrepresent you.
Domestic violence and
They
stuff.
said you endorsed.
Yeah, I mean the last time that we treated
Oh
them,
yeah.
I am from a home where I witness such things, so I understand perfectly. So I no way support domestic violence. I don't justify the act or yes, or condone any act like that. And then again, when I come on the show, I come here as a social commentator. I don't come here as a BHIM native. So my comments are not the true representation of BHIM Nation, unless there is a topic that borders on BHIM Nation. Then I come in as a BHIM fan.
Yeah, but you talk like an entertainment pundit.
Yes,
generally.
as a
You lie bad.
Anyway, thank you so much, Team Dodi Solomon, and this is just a warm up to what we are doing. So big ups to you once again, Jamming Beats, for your contribution. And this is how we do it. Anytime you want to be part of the show, feel free, just link up. Our contact numbers are on screen. Just be part of the family and let's do more show business here. And also remember, maybe you need a music video done for you, something quality, something affordable. Once again, call us. I have all experts here, professionals here who are ready to take care of you as much as business is what you want to do. Feel free, link up and let's do some more. Now, there is a story I want to read. And after reading this story, I'll be asking my panel members whether we should be happy about it or maybe we should be worried. And this is why I'm saying this. The Headies nominations are out, and interestingly, the names that were nominated in our scheme, they were the new crop of artists, what some people call the new lords. Meanwhile, when we look back, all the guys who are now our top artists, they are still actively doing musical. I'm not sure Stonebwoy can say he slowed down music. Shatawale can say slow down music or SARK. They are not saying that. Sammy, that's them there. But Headies nominations came and none of our top artists are there. It is the new ones. That's why I'm asking. Okay, should we be happy that, well, we are building some sustenance kind of music business in Ghana? Or should we worry that, hey, Charlie, our music business, the longevity is so short. You come within some few years, you are gone. Where should the position be? I'm going to ask my people for their opinion. But I'm reading this one from Ghana Web that says, Headies Awards, Amare, Jackie, Kiddy, and Neptune nominated. It says Ghanaian musicians Amare, Jackie, and Kiddy, and these are the Ghanaian musicians representing us. None of the top names are here. Ghanaian musicians Amare, Jackie, Kiddy, and Neptunes have been nominated for the 15th Headies Awards. The Global Awards for Afrobeats, the Headies, has announced the list of nominees today, May 24th, 2022. The event is scheduled to take place on September 4th, 2022 at the Cops Energy Performance Center in Atlanta, USA. Also making the list is the music producer Neptunes, who has been nominated for Viewers' Choice Award with his viral song Ameno Amapiano Remix featuring Goya Meno category. Headies are established in 2006 by the Hip Hop World Magazine of Nigeria to recognize outstanding achievements in the Nigerian music industry. However, this year the award has expanded its scope of nominations to include more African artists outside Nigeria. These countries include Ghana, South Africa, Tanzania, Cape Verde, and others. This has increased the number of award categories from 26 to 35 categories with a total of 118 nominees. And like I'm saying, Headies is really one of an award scheme that musicians look out for on the continent. And this year, we have seen the inclusion of some of our Ghanaian people and other African countries as well. But look at the people who were nominated. They were not, I'm sure when all of us here given a chance to mention big name musicians or big time musicians in Ghana, Jackie and Marie and Co come to mind. They are missing. And I'm asking that, should we be happy or we should be worried? Chemo, I want to start this with you.
Yeah, I think we shouldn't do anything. It's okay.
It's okay.
Yes.
That means we shouldn't be worried.
Not at all.
Okay.
We shouldn't be worried. And the reason is simple. At some point, you can't be in entertainment game forever, like the industry. If you are a musician or if you are an artist, you should get it in your head that at some point you will go out. Whether you are going yourself or the system will push you out or the new thing will push you out. That's how it is. So you have to get a plan.
When our big artists are actively in the business still,
yes,
like they've not stopped, it's not as if
yes,
they have slowed down.
For if I'm going straight to the point, in that we can't use this award scheme to judge whether our artists are going off or not. So for that one, there no, because this is a group of people, an organization, and they have their own criteria or their own way of deciding who should be part of their award scheme. So we can't use this to say that.
But their criteria is still about who is doing well, no matter what it is.
Yes, who is doing well, no matter what it is. But let's ask ourselves: the old artists, are they still active in Ghana? Are they making influence in our space? That's how we should judge them, not when we take them to outside for somebody else to judge based on a new trend or something new coming up. And even if we take it that, yes, at some point those who are active doing music will still go off, either by their own decision or by the system. And if it is happening, we shouldn't be bothered or we shouldn't worry. That's how it is. So if they want to be part of the game now, in this case, now they should learn ways, new ways, because they are old artists, they had their own way, replacing some people. Now that new people are coming to replace them, some of them can do their best and still be in the game and even get more recognition. And how do you do it? Study the system, what the system demands now, and be part of it. And but if you think that no, you are tired, you can't be bothered and go that direction, then you can decide to retire. As simple as that. And nobody should be worried about it, because it's a personal decision coming from that active old musicians. It's not decision. Yes.
How do you know it's personal? And not the system, like you suggested.
Yeah, the system is telling you what to do. So if you are not doing that, what is it?
Okay, the system is telling you speed up.
Yes.
And you cannot speed up.
Speed up. So it's either you are tired and you know this is okay, now I can't go anymore, or you change to fit in. So if you are not doing that, is it not a personal decision? Yes, it could be that. No, the way it is going now you can't. Like you wish you can, but you can't. Still, it's a personal decision because you just stop and say that I can't go anymore. Or you can say, okay, this one day I can still be active and even beat them to it. Even the new generation, I can still compete.
Yeah.
And then you do it as you think you can compete and make it happen. So I think we shouldn't be bothered if. That will happen in one way or the other anyway. At some point, they will retire by themselves, or the system will retire them. And anyway it happens through deciding for themselves or the system retiring them. It's all good for the game.
I see. Okay, thank you. Barrister, take over from Chamo on this one. Headies nominations are out, and personally, I was expecting to see some names in there. Like, let my bias show. The names I was expecting to see, I have not seen them. So seeing Jackie and Marie and Kideze, hey, is everything okay? But Chemo has given us his opinion that, well, it is either the system or yourself. Young Barrister, what do you say? Should we be bothered? Should we not be bothered?
No, I don't think we should be bothered enough. It's a plus for us as a country when you have, let's say, I think 3 of our upcoming, or should I say our stars, new stars or new lords in that category. I think it's West African artists.
Yes.
I think they also have a category where they award the
best West African
the African art. I think they also have the African art. This is just like maybe the VGMA or the 3 music, because it's a Nigerian based scheme, and I don't think we should question the relevancy of our top arts. This is just a plus that, okay, the industry is growing, we are getting new faces, and having Jackie Amare, who is also doing very, very well on the international front, and then Kiddy. We, like Chiamo said, we don't know the criteria that they use. They also have their own scheme. The year under review, we don't know what they use, and these are things that they have.
But do we admit that our top guys would have loved to be there?
They would, obviously, but you can also not use this as a yardstick to
question their relevance.
Not to even say so, but to underestimate or underrate their works, because these are people who have even been there. I know the likes of Stone and Shatter has also been nominated for the African Act before, and I think 2021, I think Stone won for the African Act. I'm not sure, but I think he won that.
Okay.
But this is just another plus for the industry. And if you take Jackie, for instance, you cannot downplay the kind of work that she did with the Forever song and the remix, like breaking the Nigeria market. And you can take Amare, who is also doing very well. And we can look at Angelique Kidjo. Sometimes let's not be biased or selfish when it comes to the industry. We have to open the discussion. When we look at Benin, Angelique Kidjo is not the only act in Benin, but so far she's the only faces that we are seeing. We also have another act from Mali.
What you just said is the caution. Angelique Kidjo is not the only one, but because she's on top of her game and she has been consistent, that's why she keeps appearing.
Yes.
That's why she keeps appearing.
Yes, and that also doesn't mean that the rest in Benin are also not doing well.
But nobody seems to be beating her.
Because there is that conscious effort to put her on that thing.
Exactly. So how about our top guys? Are there not any conscious effort to make sure they are still maintaining?
When you take the music, when you take the music scene, Brassen, when you take the music scene, you realize that it's only rotating in few countries. Meanwhile, we have 54 countries in Africa, but when you take the music countries, you mention Nigeria, mention South Africa, mention Ghana, and then mention some of the countries in East Africa. Get it? And then you add Benin, because Angelique Kidjo keeps appearing over and over and over. But how about the acts in Benin who are also doing very well? Today we are looking at one lady from Mali. She's also not the only act in Mali, and there is another one. So we would also have to give credit to arts that, okay, the industry is growing, people are coming out with the talent that they have, and we have to credit them for the nomination. Let us not use this to sweep our big acts under the carpet, because they have been there, they have seen and done that. So probably the Hades is not their focus now. Maybe sometimes I think you would also have to submit and your CVs for nominations, and they look at it.
No,
they don't submit. Yeah, all right, but sometimes too they may also not be focusing on some of these schemes, because the focus now is different. So let's just credit the young guys for what they are doing.
All right, thank you. Now Zola can take over on this one. Zola, let me hear you.
First and foremost, we shouldn't be bothered at all.
Okay.
It shows how competitive our industry is. And then it keeps telling the A-list artists not to feel so comfortable if they still want to be recognized as music stars, and then still want to be recognized as relevant artists. Because this should tell you that the new crop of artists are not sleeping, they are working tirelessly. This should tell you this. Music and award schemes. Every artist will tell you that their first focus is they have putting in work for people to recognize whatever they are doing. Award scheme becomes their second target, because it gives them certain kind of highlight. It highlights their career, it adds to their CV, it gives them certain platforms for them to even go. But then again, it's an award scheme, and an award scheme has its duration, its calendar. Maybe during their calendar kind of research, or maybe during their year under review, whatever they were looking for with the category definition, our top artists were not. Yes.
What were they doing?
That's that until no, but you see, we can't pinpoint. Yes, we can't pinpoint certain things because we don't know the category definition. Fine, and then hard work is what can put you to a certain kind of category. Maybe because I know certain award scheme that doesn't even have category definition proper, well written. But at the end of every year, they nominate 8 artists and day in day out. Afrima last they had an artist, 2 artists from Sierra Leone, Drizzlick and Stasi. You understand? And then these are top artists from Sierra Leone. That doesn't mean other artists are not working hard. They are really working hard. And then mind you, this is an award scheme. And then an award scheme having people or having personal interest in you might go the extra mile to send emails across. Even though we've got certain award scheme that doesn't need you, the artist, or maybe a team member from the artist to file. But when you are really focused on getting these kind of things, you sometimes send emails, you sometimes do follow-ups, certain things. Like just like Barrister said, maybe our arts are not focused on getting on this kind of award scheme now. Maybe they are aiming at certain things that we sitting
might
here
not be
exactly.
Okay.
And then away from this award scheme and then our new arts coming in. For me, I was very, very happy seeing this.
You were happy seeing this?
Yes, I was very, very happy. And then I was even
because you were a hater of the big artist.
No, I'm not a hater of the big. So the reason why I was very happy seeing this was because at some point I feel our big arts feel comfortable in the space now. They feel so comfortable in our space now. And then I keep saying the music thing out of the global market, Ghana is just 0.05% out of the global market thing. So if you feel so comfortable in your space and then you feel like, yo, in my space there, I've done enough. Charlie, everybody knows well, if I should release a song or not release a song,
I'm still going to make an impact.
You understand? So if you feel so comfortable in your space and then you feel like, no, the system is changing, just like Chemo is saying that the system will change, will retire. You see, I'm one of the people that don't believe in system retiring people. It's the artist that retires himself.
Sure.
Yes, because see, if the system is changing towards a certain direction, and then you are an artist, and then you still want to be relevant, you have to work towards that.
You have to change the system.
We were gone over the days that we were not even educated. We didn't even have much education about this TikTok thing, this digital distribution thing, this kind of new internet thing that the internet will the new media, and then it changed. All of a sudden, we saw our A-list artists, the big artists, who also want to be recognized there, focusing there. Why didn't they stay in their lane or in their days of focusing on the CDs, dropping 1 song per year, waiting 7 years to drop an album before you be relevant? But they changed towards that direction. That's the system. It's also part of the system. So the system cannot retire any artist unless you are ready to retire. Because if the system changes from TikTok streaming videos online and then it changes to a different direction, and then you still want to be recognized as an artist, you also have to follow suit.
Well said, well said. I when I saw it first, in fact, like I said, media, I was expecting to see at least a Stonebwoy there, a Shatawale there, a SARK there, a Sammy, R2B. I was expecting to see them there. I went to it and I said, hey, West Africa and in Ghana, we could only present Jackie Badabe, like she's a toddler in this industry. Kiddy, same way, a toddler in this industry. And Marie Crowder, the industry doesn't even recognize her like that. And they were representing Ghana. I said, okay, we need to ask questions. And
then, one thing, look, it's a numbers game now. And they're looking at the numbers, and these arts have enough numbers than our stars, our big stars now, digitally.
And is that not a worry?
That's what I'm saying. They feel so comfortable in our space, so they need to put in their
So we should worry and tell them that, guys,
no, they should be worried about, but we as an industry people, we shouldn't be
they should worried.
Yeah. Because the industry shouldn't be. Because the industry, at the end of the day,
they should be worried.
Yeah, at the end of the day, the industry.
Chemo, you also agree they should be worried.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the industry
if they want to still be relevant in the game. But if they are not, I mean, for us in the industry,
there's Ghana in there.
Whoever comes,
there's Ghana in there.
So let's this discussion is very good. If let's say we are doing VGMA today, which Nigerian artists are we going to put in there?
We are still going to look like as in like to get nomination at the top. We would mention Burna Boy, You mentioned the new boys, the CK and those boys. Fireboy, but still the whiskey and the Davidos, they are not going on. Because now, no matter how well those boys are doing.
Before them, we had two Baba. So, two Baba has decided to retire. We had.
He has not retired. He's still doing.
He's still doing.
But he had decided not to.
Even with two Baba, I can say. Now he knows he's not active in music.
Yeah. But he's also the music.
So you don't blame him. You blame.
So what is happening is
personal thing.
Yeah.
With this award scheme, what if they are looking at the rotations on their radio? And Jackie is doing well.
If rotation on the radio, that means they are working harder than our A-list artists. That's what I'm saying.
And you can't take that away from the young guys.
They are working hard.
Get it.
Well, I think what I want to hear, I've heard it, that the guys are working harder than our A-list artists.
I will not agree with that one.
You will not agree?
I will not agree with that one.
When it comes to
because when you
comparing, let me tell you something. Comparing last year, the whole of last year, this
I heard I'm better. Are the guys working harder than the ones we have confidence in?
That's what they are looking at 20 last year. Check the airplays just like he's saying. Check the number of games on the streaming platforms. These guys have it more than our A-list artists. Just pinpoint them. They have it on rotation.
And that doesn't make them working.
That's it's part of their working hard.
There are other factors that
because you have to look at the factors. So for example, so if they say touch it. Touch It is a song everybody has accepted.
Most streams on last year.
As a musician, if the song is doing so well, I can sit back. It doesn't make me hardworking because the song has already.
No, but you need to put in the work to get to those numbers.
Which work?
Just like Amido is in Nigeria now promoting his song. That's part of the work.
Perfect.
Just like Amido will be doing a streaming campaign. It's part of the work.
Perfect.
Just like Amido will be sending emails to DJs across the globe to play. It's part of the hardware doesn't mean you should be on the street.
But
now when you take the traditional,
that's what I'm saying. Most of our guys,
just like take the traditional media out of it. Don't forget that social media is playing very, very critical role in all these things. You see, before now, TikTok is all over.
Yes, and then these guys are these guys. No, that's hard work because you can't just
keep relevant for 10 years, can't just 15 years. It's not easy.
That's what I'm saying. That it's not like they are not working, but they feel relaxed. They feel like I've done everything. So
are you part of this?
No, that's what I'm saying. That by comparing their works to the new crop of artists, the works of the new crop of artists, that shows.
Well, I would at least. I know that our boys have not retired from music, and I'm talking about the top boys. I've mentioned some of them to you. Some of these things,
baby Sammy has.
Who's I mean? Sammy has retired.
Violence.
None of them have retired. None of them. From Shatawale to SARK, the whole year, his fans are mad.
Yeah.
Like his fans are mad. Like why? Now they say now he's a fashionista. He's a model. Oh my goodness. Well, we wish the boy those who have been nominated well.
Yes,
I wish them well, but like media, I still think they have so many years, and our guys have not done enough yet. Like Stoneboy, as much as he's rude, Shatawale, they've not done a lot like that too. Like music, everybody mentioned Angelique.
Yeah, she's too Charlie season.
So you see when they said it, so it's like there's no musician in Benin. Say yes, it tells you that the woman is not slowing down in what she's doing.
Of course,
but
that's
everything she's doing, she's still competing.
So on personal level,
so our guys have decided not to compete.
Not really, but they are focusing on different things.
That's my brother. Now let's still do music. ISM has been complaining about writing and not getting credit for. And once again, I want to ask whether he has a solid case that on any platform he's going to win or not. ISM has written songs for some of your favorite artists, and in fact, the current case study we have on our hand is the one between him and Sister Fia, who is also a female artist here in our music industry. ISM says he is kind of disturbed when he goes to check streaming platforms and songs that he's written, his name has not been captured. It makes him worried, like he's disturbed about it. And I'm asking my people that Why is it so difficult for our musicians to credit those who write for them? Sometimes they don't even want to say it, like they shy away from saying it. You ask them who wrote your song for you, and I wrote and I went to the studio and he also did something.
I co-wrote.
No, recently I interviewed one artist with a very good song around, or with very good songs. In fact, but for some reasons, let me just protect her. And I asked, I know a guy writing songs for her. Like, I know that this is the guy giving you all the hits that you ever missing. No, the guy started writing for you. No, poof, now you're everywhere. I was just waiting for an opportunity for her to sign the guy. So I asked, so who has been writing your songs for you? Oh yeah, I've been doing it, and my team has been supporting me. I said, really? Meanwhile, this is the guy doing the magic. Now you have hit song. Now you are recognized again. Just give him shine small. She never mentioned it. So in the case of ISM and Sister Fia, how do we handle this? Why is it so hard for the boys to just give small credit when they hear it? Let's watch this. When I come back, we'll open another discussion. Now you mentioned the fact that Okwabrichina Obichron Pride Woman, Michelle last interview on Joy Prime. Sister fiance and seminal. Does it mean that thing disturbs you a lot?
Oh, not really. I mean that type never in shada form, but until I see they would deny me appreciation another BB the more there. I know say they have to credit either what them no would deny them about, and then I say BB them. And then maybe that type I don't go around granting interviews about them songwriting aspect of, because I feel that if I have you know what them rap on and I have a contract and I have a to write a song for you personally, and I feel that okay, that is the right thing I have to do. The same people
business,
now, yeah, business wise, we solve it. But if I find I go on your digital stores, now I check it will be for instance. Maybe Aswade, I know I wrote Aswade. That's a market. Maybe Aswade is written by Sister Fia and Kwame Eugenia. You are denying me my credit. I mean, obey me also. These are some of the things maybe I will react to it, but I just don't go around them and grant interview for songwriter. On your Sister Fia pen my on your man, but even the Mark Babek other artists.
That means other artists they've
been doing the right thing exactly. So if you don't do the right thing, they will come.
Baba, have you approached them? Say, oh, Charlie Munyan say na miss me do credit there.
Well, me approaching one because I have a publisher. Menena yeah them they are to get on one moment they will link up with Sister Fia and then they do the right thing and they them. Okay. So I mean I've signed that thing, but me signing actually some 6 months ago, but still now I say the publisher no. The last time I'm in Kasena, I think they were outside Ghana and carry on or get over. Then we know what to do. But then since that time, I can boldly say that since that time, they've never even called me before. Another testing. It was just recently. What's it there? The news is circulating now. We're sending messages, and I feel like, oh, okay, so you people still have my number. Like, I had a voice note from Mr. Fia. Explaining herself there, blah blah. Maybe, but on American, so I was like, so you still have my number, and then it's been checking up. But so now I didn't reply her because I feel that I will hear one.
Voice note.
Yeah, like from the reaction, why disappointed. Yeah, them and I feel that if you people had done the right thing. It wouldn't have gotten to that far. That is how I feel. Because I'm here that type and I'm Corona. I'll be talking about this thing. Yeah.
But how was the agreement? Were you paid for what you wrote for them, and it was split sheets and no?
Okay, so one thing I know is apart from the I am fan there, me yeah nyom put on the musical world no. You know, say I know say even if there is or there's no contract, you still have a percentage. Another songwriting, you still have a you. So me personally, because of the relationship, it wasn't a contract drafted. But I know say if I write a song for them, I charge. Me charge. They don't pay me the right amount I'm charging. But they also come out with say, right now things are not they take this maybe a Jiwe for the meantime before a year. Me, I let people know that at least he showed some appreciation. But it wasn't up to not even half of the amount I mentioned. So I don't call it debut. But on American, me personally, there, I don't really have issues on that. But I'm a problem there. If they're credited, you have to give me let people know, because last time I was more for them issues in your bed, and apart from because the guitar stores now they're written by Stephen and Kwame Eugene. I watched her on UTV, such a big platform. Now we'll be saying about Aswaden song, poetry man, and then my name didn't come up. Yes. I would not Obi no screenshot, Obi no or recording, you know, the send. That time I was in London.
And you no cast one to Troy.
Or mention names be like Bisake there or boy that is, but I don't know why my name didn't pop. Later, just after the interview, I test and I was like, Matty, I know be I send him there. Why are they like or catch him the new Philly? So I was like, wow, we are free. Yeah. I was like, okay, no problem. So since that time till now, I didn't hear from.
Maybe your feelings were 2 hours until the uncle.
Well, but still, I don't know. Me personally, I want to shut down your issue, but my problem is, I've already submitted a split sheet and so I'm just looking forward to the. But recently, name manager also be linking up there. If I'm done with my interviews and I'm going back to Takwadi actually.
Alright, so one of the interviews here on Sammy Flex TV, Real Talk, and I've seen the love for this interview. People are watching for longer minutes, knowing that the conversation was sweet, and that's what we do when we sit like this. We have sweet conversations. The reason you have to be part of this channel, any day, anytime, Showbiz lives here. Zola will start this because he has been doing those jobs online, fixing people's songs on Boomplay, iTunes, Audio, giving them playlisting and all. Zola, why is it like this? Why are artists slow? Why are they lackadaisical when it comes to giving due credit to those who write for them?
Okay, so first and foremost, I'll blame creatives for not educating themselves well, for not growing in the space they find themselves in. Because if you grow in the space you find yourself in, this thing shouldn't be an issue. You having a publisher is enough. Even if the artist doesn't even give you credit, you care less. Because your publisher has to do due diligence to whatever you deserve. Because as a songwriter, it's a big deal there outside Ghana. Yeah. And then you don't need to be
out. Some people are not singing.
Yes.
They just write and they sleep in their rooms, getting royalties every time. You don't need to live outside Ghana for you to enjoy certain things like this. Your publisher don't need to be closer to you before you enjoy certain things like this. This kind of royalties from artists. Putting your name as part of those who wrote the song when distributing your song is part. But the main thing is the spreadsheet. As a creative, if you have your spreadsheet done, you care less about the artist even adding your name to people who wrote the song, and because your spreadsheet, your publisher has your spreadsheet, and then he's going to go after this kind of royalties. And then again, he made a comment by saying his publisher is not in Ghana. No, you don't need your publisher to be very close to you before you can get all this thing. No, you don't need your publisher. I've given a whole lot of people publishers to work with, which you know. Siedu. He's even in Ghana now. And then Siedu is not in Ghana. He doesn't stay even in Ghana. He doesn't even spend 1 month in Ghana. But he's still working for the big arts. He's still working for the Spoon Boy, the Shatawale, the Stark. He's working for all these people. Taking royalties
for them. So he doesn't need to. If it's well done, proper done, you know you are working with a good publisher. Wherever he is, or wherever your publisher is. Empire and Co are working for Black Sheriff and Yaotog and the other. They are not in Ghana. They are not in Ghana. So why should you even bother that the artist? Fine, it feels bad when you are not being recognized as someone who wrote or did something for certain people. But
I'm sure it is one of his problems.
Yes, and then but you not being recognized and then getting your publishing rights, your royalties. Me, if I were to be ISM and then I wasn't even being recognized as the songwriter of that song, and then at the end of the day I'm getting my publishing, my royalties and things, I would not even bother. Because a whole lot of sound engineers, see, most of our musicians, when you are distributing for them, then you ask them to send you a metadata. produced by, put my name there. Record label, put my name.
That's what they tell you.
Most I receive I have lots of those messages in my email. You send them how you need them for your name, your real name, the artist name, produced by, written by, featured artists. They might sometimes they will be like, Charlie, put my name for every column. But if you have
selfishness.
Yeah, if you have
meanwhile I didn't do everything.
Yes. See,
and do you know the mindset they used to do that? Like I paid them.
Okay, so I just wanted to touch on the paying bit last. Okay. The paying is not for your creativity. The creativity is your intellectual property. The writing of the song is the paying is for my time.
Your service.
My service. Yeah. Not for whatever I wrote for you. Whatever I wrote for you is my intellectual property. So with that one, you can pay me 100 billion, but I can still give you a spreadsheet.
Oh, okay.
But that one you can sell it. So
yes, you can. It depends on how we agree. Maybe I can tell you that okay, I'm selling it outright for you. Okay. But in this case, he said he gave them a spreadsheet as well. You understand? So if you give them a spreadsheet, the only thing is you just submit your spreadsheet to your publisher. Every artist who works with the publisher has a code that identifies the artist. Yeah. When you register with a royalty collective agency, a publishing, they give you a code. It's just like distributing your song on a digital platform. You have a code called an ISRC code and a UPC that identifies your song. That's what the publishers, the royalty collective agencies like the Gumroos, the PRS, they use to decode and get your royalties for you. If your song is being played in India, they'll use that code to generate your money for you. Same way when you are a songwriter, you don't even sing. You are an instrumentalist, you are a guitarist, you are what, and then you just have a publisher. Just take the title of the song, what you did on the song, give it to your publisher. Together with your code, you get your cash for you, regardless whether your publisher is closer to you or not closer to you. That's what I mean. So it's high time our creatives educate themselves. If they educate themselves, this kind of ranting, you see. SARK album, I don't know which of the album, but there was one that Marital assisted in producing.
I remember.
And then Marital didn't go for any. He didn't even tell people that he was part of it until SARK himself made a statement that he paid royalties received, blah 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 blah. Yeah.
I remember that story.
And then even with that, when after SARK made that statement, Overtakes said he was even somewhere and then they were chasing that we have your money with you, we have your money with you. Yeah. That's the work of a publisher. You have to chase you with your money.
Well, I hope someone will call ISM's attention to this. If the publisher says he's traveled so he cannot work, then it means something is wrong. He might have to change his publisher or tell him to work extra harder, like we were telling our A-list artists to work extra harder as well. Because I think find education from Zola so far. So if you have such a person, then you not even be bothered. Okay, this is the fear promoting you know the men, but the money you get. But I'm not sure a person in ISM written by ISM. Jabo,
yeah.
What do you say? How do we deal with this?
Yeah, it is simple. I mean, first of all, and yet bad. And I say it's not anything new. Say Obiatro and your mama and I will be bunny. And I thought very recognizing the panel. Well, in our space in the moment, dear. Oh, casa pebeka, any old new any on yard, then one. Yes. A binus look across or mobile campo. But if that's what you wanna negotiate with the person or trauma, we have ghost writers. Ghost writers, they won't care if you don't mention their names. Yes. But you will pay for it. Yes. So either you go for that option. Say, or you ghost writer, and you know, this is how much I'm paying you, and that is it. Menu and you know, now trauma me. I can say that out there without you coming in to say anything. That's the negotiation that you have to do. Okay. And I think the writers rather are doing something wrong, not the musicians.
The writers.
Yes.
So I said
cool. Oh, I am based on one is a can or I hear me be wrong. And punishing until on funny this time no be our maybe on starting and season. Utron mama be professional and do the professional thing. Only the crew more there, mini pan on there on the Ubusano. I think in the interview no me heard no Ubusano say and into or yeah contract be and I be I say oh they me charge or more cry or more family
Yes.
yeah or can say oh they do it to so be and I be but what GBB and you person recognize or put all those things on paper. Say okay we now the magic but in addition to what you are giving me, this token that you are giving me, you have to do this, that, this, that. Now I'm spelling it out. Put my name there as the writer of this song. If you won't do that, I won't give you the song to go and perform or whatever. And it's a moment negotiation power and the cost. And yes, I dear we know me who say men can say oh. Young can be man or be a trying mamma wow no or no one pecra say a ben is a or pair and cow or insist say this is what we should do. And no can no a bia or no a baby no one can cry now records be nama. One yes or more talking can be waji. I dear be
per credit.
Ain't at the time now the man on a catcher and say me per credit and yes I won't give you this.
Yeah. I'm sure he was ignorant then.
Yes.
Yeah. I want
so
to
now
that
yes, now I think they should learn
late.
and others should also take something from it. And yes, it will keep on happening, especially in a space that people are not so comfortable to mention people who are writing songs for them. You have to insist. Say, let's do the right thing or pay me off. I can be a ghost writer. So if I'm a ghost writer for you, I'm taking let's say 20,000, 50,000. Fine, I'll be okay with it. But you can't give me 2,000, 3,000 and say that you have bought everything and you will not even mention my name. No, it's not fair, but I think the writers should rather be doing the right thing instead of blaming the musicians. Everybody will take advantage of you if you come out as weak.
I see. Thank you, Chemo. But Barrister, why do you think Sister Fia will be angry after Isa mentioned it in an interview?
Because we don't even know the deal that went between the two of them. Music writing itself is a business on its own, and if you want that business to be respected, you need to do the right thing. And if we sat in a studio and you brought a song or per the beat, you decided to write a song for me, and I said okay fine, because of this I'm giving you this amount of money, and you accepted it. We bargained. You said I should give you 5,000, and I said okay, things are hard, so you let me give you 1,500. And at the end of the day, it means I've bought your intellectual property. No matter what Zola wants us to believe, that it is your time. Don't forget that people sell their creatives, and if I give you money and I have received that creative property, it's no longer your property. I assume ownership of it depending on the agreement that we reach. So that is what I'm saying, that we do not know the agreement. So maybe Sister Ifia would assume that I have bought it. So I own, yes, I own that right to go out saying that I'm the one who wrote the song, and she can't be questioned for it. But if let's say the split sheet, right? If the split sheet is there, then it means that ISM also has ownership of that creative. Then you would only be maybe the artist, and then he becomes a songwriter of this song. So at the end of the day, whatever comes in, he takes his share. If it is 2,000 you share, he takes his percentage, he goes his way. Another 2,000 comes in, he takes his share, and it goes on like that till the song is not even played anymore. So we can't question Sister Ifia as time goes on, unless there is a true color of what went into the negotiation table. So for me, I blame the songwriter. Over the years, we have not celebrated our songwriters enough. We know some of our artists cannot write their own songs. We know there are so many ghostwriters out there who are doing so well for them, and they cannot appreciate them. They can't appreciate them because they assume that they have bought the properties, and that also gives them that right. Because if I have paid you 50,000 or 5,000 Ghana cedis per our agreement, it means that I take those things. Rihanna, she has a writer. most of his songs were co-written by somebody, signed on her label.
Okay.
So I think the songwriter should also educate themselves very well that okay, it's a business we're also doing. We also have management team. If you want songs from us, these are the deals. Go by that deals. Make sure that every platform you get, you at least credit us, and it's going to work in their own favor, not the artist's favor.
Okay, so some education once again shared here on this particular issue. ISM and Sister Fia. I'm not sure it will happen again. I want to believe now he's learned his lessons. And thanks for also contributing to this. What do you have to say, Showbiz Daily today? That's the Wednesday's edition with the young barrister in Team Dodo Solomon and Zola Nie. Remember to share with your people, put in your commentary, and be part of the convo. Now let's go to Kumasi. Enko Kumasi from Accra to Kumasi. And I'm saying Kumasi because this phenomenon seems to be on a high level in Kumasi more than in Accra. Now, what am I talking about? There is a certain kind of radio content in Kumasi where producers or presenters will call people who are feuding in either their relationship or in their marriage. You fret on more problems, on my worry, on my relationship, then we put them on radio. Then they will debate it among themselves. Sometimes slap me nuts, me bum. I've watched one episode that a man was slapped by a woman. Oh, like big slap. Yes, I remember very well. And I'm hearing some police officers want to intervene. They want to come through and say that nah, this particular thing, it has to stop. And I want to get the opinion of my people whether they think really the police should intervene, because I see this as a content for a media house. It's like what we do here. We sit, we look at trending or relevant show-based topics. We sit within some hours and we discuss them. Someone has also seen one loophole in society that, Charlie, there are so many marital issues in town. There are so many relationship issues in town. Let's talk about them on radio. I'm sure some have also produced solutions. Despite the fact that some ended up in a more fisticuffs, some have also produced solutions. People went home feeling happy that, oh, I come out from me. And they went home happily ever after. But this story that we are reading, and the video that I've even seen a young man saying, yes, it is getting me worried. Now let me read the story before we come back to it. And the source here is GWish, as in one website called GWish. It's GHWish. GHWish. That is the source of the story. It says the Ghana Police Service, commanded by Asokwa Divisional Police Commander, Superintendent Kachri Owahine Achampon. That's the name, Superintendent Kachri Owahine Achampon, is always ready to intervene if radio stations use. Your mics are on, please. It is not the other one. Achampon is always ready to intervene if radio stations use incompetent or infantile methods to resolve marriage disputes. He mentioned that some of these radio stations cause people to lose their homes. The Ghana Police Service, according to the commander, will put an end to this by promoting a competent alternative dispute settlement method. Now, the police commander was dissatisfied with how certain radio stations make fun of couples who come to their studios for help. He went on to say that some of the couples end up on radio saying hurtful, disrespectful, and aggressive things to each other. This exacerbates their problems rather than alleviating them. Now, the source is GHWish, and another story, a continuation, says that this is great news for radio and television listeners who despise seeing shows that childishly expose couples. Until now, of Oyerepa FM, Akosia Ade Mununkum of Akuma FM, and Ma Efi of Inshra FM are likely to cancel their shows if this is adopted. So just as I mentioned, this is popular in Kumasi. All the radio stations mentioned, they are all based in Kumasi. I hear now if you go to Kumasi, like the programs with top listenership are this kind of marital or solution-seeking problems on radio and on TV. I saw a video whilst we were producing this content to come on air. Then we checked on the video of a gentleman who is also saying, "Hey, Kumasi, oh sorry, I say, hey." So people are really not liking it like that. I read comments under this post from Intermulti, and same way, people were not happy about it. Like, hey, cancel the program, and we don't like this program. We say, hey, what is happening? Yes, so me why? Yes, so now I'm up with there. I didn't say. Watch the video when I come back. Chemo the free commercial best start that.
Mama Fini antenna there. O mama Kumasi cry style bi o. Untimi kura ntete wo ba wa ha. Mama Fini antenna there. O mama Kumasi cry style bi o. Untimi kura ntete wo ba wa ha. Eba wana na Kumasi for obi ade ne radio ni ne TV station ato. E na kasa hunu. Ena ya Michael Koshini ya Michael Kotekesie ya Michael wadi manim ya Michael wadi machi ya Michael wadi manum mento sabe wadi me ya Michael Koshini Kotekesie obeda tete ba Kumasi raboda.
Alright, so this is the gentleman who actually collaborated with this particular story, telling us that Charlie is a problem. Comment online was even clear that people are not too excited about this kind of program, but I don't know. Jabo,
I mean, Oba Kumasi first no, not a sports and a dominating radio no. Like and no me sports and area and maybe I do better be a sports. And even popular radio presenters are now almost over to almost then sports presenters Joe Laka sometime or to a champion and near that. And at some point you been almost program be by we are see soon and next spiritual kind of program and I want to know ko ne eja do one why almost so buy and you know be free and as I say no Sama if you need or bubu mudin the likes no almost ababa afa. So now it's true say Ogo Kumasi are the most listening to program now. This kind of program. Yes. I don't know BAT is Bema be a boom kwasia. Obi I or name me wo ye wa nya kra no. And why was Johnny Jammy or me ban yeah, no one Kosovo. And this is a big deal for the radio stations in Kumasi. Yes, in fact, the popular radio station, or if you are rating them, the one that you put on top will be Oiripa or Ishra, and they are the ones that they mention, and it's because of these programs.
Wow,
and you are more cashy in big time. Just that I agree with the police officer, no, but not say omun cancel no, and not that they happen. But say if you listen to it, the statement now, you see say or not say we will promote alternative measures that we think is better and superior than what they are doing, and for that one I agree. If that's the direction they want to go, yes, let's see. We are in a space you person share ideas, you person have better solutions to what is happening to the society. So if police people are now going to promote almost social options, it's supposed to be the one that people go to. Long time. It's there. Yes, I have in alternative resolution. On person was a court. No, it's part of the court thing. But no, it's not. They don't use court proceedings to deal with it. Okay. No, I know you're more like I don't want to go through more arbitration kind of thing. And you won't be solve a court, then you go there for them to resolve the issue for you. This Omonoka said no, the way it is going, we can't handle it. Let's take it to court. Then you proceed and take it to court. So it's something they've been lazy. This thing is just exposing them. And people don't even know say it's simple. And now no having or say Omo be promoted. Say the be a man for bit me alcohol. I mean, people are so comfortable and okay to take their issues to radio stations.
For them to ridicule.
Yes. No, for them that's not it. say radio you know radio station you know any content creators you know any nim how on be milk that radical part in any other you know but for those who are going there they omunim say me ho akere me na me de kɔ ha menyamwa and am pa nto so ebinom kɔ a omunya resource and na still a omo kɔ oh but ebe on say somebody close to me baby sa omo if politicians any other person omo chinchim ni nsaje ne nema ne other day me sister case here about sa store ne other day me no yeah discussing what you are supposed to do and what can help us okay say oyerepa kra o ebetimi akoka ono ne dey you nim say court ho but oyerepa will give faster results than even court.
I see.
So koka say enkofu bi be say omubu mi kwase a omo je me shop any say omo dia omo be man platform no waka. And this is against is indenting our police system ne court system ni nyina. They are not proactive. They are not the system no
structures na
abubu no. They are useless. They are not working and people don't even know that they exist. And you know, almost council no they know, but they should compete. And you know, sometimes some of us can say when you agree with people giving restrictions or giving authority a problem. No? This guy who said there's a problem. And the best way is for us to counter with another solution and let's see which one will give better results. But say a cancel the radio for you. Now say you can say okay now let's use the police system. Now say almost laziness never be no take that. What happens? Almost solve the problem yeah. They just don't want people to expose them. The radio stations to expose them. So I'm in for them promoting the alternative resolution option for us to see who will do a better job. And I can bet if police are doing a better job, nobody will take their case to radio station. You better radical or kind of one can ya obowa na ba be no be again obowa na ya papa see obi. Yes, because the police people will not put it in that light the two parties in a room and the witnesses discussing and trying to find solutions instead of putting them on radio for everybody to see what is going on, and if you slip then you go viral. It won't happen. So if they are doing a better job, people will seek solution there instead of the radio stations. So this is just exposing them, and I wish the guy all the best. He should promote it and make sure that they do a better job, and it will reduce the radio thing. It won't go away, and you can't take what is giving them food from them.
Where do you see it? Has it been positive or negative?
It has been positive, but when you weigh the two, the negative may be more. But I think it's better than nothing. It's better than that police people and their thing. For the police people, it's like non-existent. There are people there working, we pay them, but we don't even know them. And these things, some people are getting solution from it, but it has damaged people more than it has helped them. That one, the radio
has damaged people more.
More, yes.
Then there should be a cause for concern.
Of course, there's a cause for concern, but what is the alternative? That's the point, because it's also helping people. Through that, omutimi at the Ebinum hospital, or Moyariko hospital, omutimi chia Ebinum Kabi or Mabo bills and all that. They've been helping people, and when it comes like that, even Yanko for no more Abruchino Mutino, Ebinum Timi donates Kama victims now, or Mokokan or Masam near their day. And the what binum? Ebinum 1 year, Sika free mama, ya set a shop or more money at their day. Because the more huge audience, baby, who are wrong. I say, okay, say, a Kumasi for 80 now, say, a Kumasi. Say, because of internet, you know, or more buban.
Yeah,
I
think one afternoon I went to the next shop, right? An attendant there. I watched on her phone. She was watching like 23K
live.
I said, hey,
live. Live 23,000 people watching at the same time.
Hot after.
And when besides the radio people, no.
Yeah.
So they have really huge numbers. Yes, people may not be happy with what they are doing, and me sometimes I say that no, anybody closer to me will not go there, because I can make a better argument that you don't have to go there. It will not help you. But people are making money from it. It's a job for some people, and it is helping few people. And I think that one is better than just canceling it. So I'll be happy that this police guy and his people can do something better, so that they will compete, and we know what will help people more than just the radio thing.
Well, thank you. Let me go on to young barrister. Thank you, Chamo. I think well explained from Kumasi point of view. So yes, barrister.
I mean, I'm part of the school of thought who is against such things.
You are against it?
Like, seriously. anytime I watch such programs, I get some sort of, I don't know, anger.
Yeah.
And you see, it is because there is breakdown in family values. I blame the family total, excuse me. Gone were the days where we had the family dispute resolution, where the family is at the center of all these problems. When there is a problem, you have the extended family, sitting in as arbitrator or as mediators to settle some of these issues. Bros, I mean, taking family issues out to the public is one of the most senseless thing to do. And the radio has never one of the most senseless things to do is to take family issues out into the public domain. And what that happens, no matter how the radio presenters or whatever pundit may handle the issues, the wound, the injury, the scars still live on. Because there is pride. Somebody will feel like, oh, so obviously you took the issues out. We have settled it on radio. What next? Say we will go back home. We get back home, pack your things and leave. If it is a woman who sent the issue, if it is the man who sent the issue, the lady to say, okay, fine, I'm leaving. And when you watch, when you watch these shows, most of the topics are either sexual or character defamation. Is either the man's manhood is small or he
cheated on
yes, or the man cannot have sex properly, or the woman is urinating and putting it under the bed. You like you could feel that the level of childishness that were displayed on some of these platforms. You wonder if these are two adults. And I mean, to worsen the case as the presenter. Watch how the presenter gives the commentary. Sometimes they will make you repeat a statement to put in fire. Who said then? Oh yeah, then repeat it. Like they continue to do that, and it brings more anger when those issues are being, instead of resolved, they end up, and sometimes they even end the show without resolving it. They come back the next day. And it doesn't add up to anything. What is the value of our family today? I don't know if the police has any locus to stop any show on radio. I think it is the National Media Commission.
Creating a social mess.
Yeah, I think the fault should be laid on the doorsteps or on the doorsteps of the National Media Commission. They are the most laziest entity in Ghana. I have always been saying this because their role or duty is to look at these platforms and check which content is okay for listeners. If it is not okay, there are certain radio stations, at the end of the day, they are not being checked at all. There are so many TV stations right now. When you take your remote, you go on some of these TV stations. There are so many content that are being, displayed that ideally should not be aired. But National Media Commission sits watch. At the end of the day, you pay your monthly whatever, and then they allow you. That is why you would also have a grada who has turned into a new pastor now, also using the same
evangelist. The name is evangelist. Mama Pat.
The same method with a different.
Yes. I agree with her. You have to register to be in her church. If you take a
so Brass, I mean, with what the police is saying, I don't know if the DOFSU has lost its course. I know DOFSU is one of the bodies that look at some of these issues, but they can't do anything until you report the case to them. But my focus is the family, because at the end of the day, when the issue comes out, the stigma, the stereotype, and all the name callings do not go to the radio stations. It goes back to the family. At the end of the day, your children are going to listen to those shows. Your family members who are not even in Ghana are going to listen to those shows, and they will feel like, now family issues, and you are bringing it out like that. Sometimes when they are not even careful, there are certain secrets that they bring out that married couples supposed to keep, and they bring it out, and you ask yourself, why? So I think there should be some level of sieving. The system should be sieved, and the police, like I'm saying, I don't know if they have the authority to ban any show on radio. I don't know if they have that authority. But this litigation, some people cannot afford, like the court litigations. Others cannot afford. Those who can afford look at the system as cumbersome. The system is prolonging their case. They cannot. Yes, at the end of the day, they give up on those issues. So I think we should give all the authority to the family. Let's go back to the days where the family has authority, where the family can sit in as the real mediator and arbitrator to solving some of these issues, and leave the radio out of it, because at the end of the day, the radio is just there for business.
Yeah, they are just cashing.
Yes, they are just. Your issues is not what. If the issue can sell their platform very, very well, they will push their agenda. And at the end of the day, how well can they solve the issue? Some of these presenters are not even counselors. They are just there to do their business. They come in, they put in fire. At the end of the day, they sit you down. Oh, yes, with the multi 1,005 when I'm call. That is the essence. So so let's look at different, like he said, there are so many alternative dispute resolution that we can try. If some are not working, there are other alternatives we should look at instead of the radio noise making.
I see. Okay, so Barrister also supports the fact that we should ban some of these programs on radio. Zola, come through.
I watched one of these videos. The guy was singing a gospel song from Sisi Chum, and then after a while, the guy switched to So is it okay? So on to the issue. From the first time I watched some of these videos, the first thing that came into my mind was like one of these radio programs that have been orchestrated, because we know we've got a certain radio programs that they bring certain to just act as if it's real. Until I saw some of the videos that people have been assaulted. Physically, they are being slammed. Others are being, so I was like, yo, then this thing goes beyond acting, and then it's not a joke. Before I made a certain research, a few research about it, and then I realized, Charlie, it's real, and then it's one of the hottest segments in Kumasi, and then now hottest in Accra. In Accra, because for me, I'll just go on straight to the police. We are tired of the police always trying to use English to take us away from certain things. These people will come back and tell us that we are still investigating. They've been investigating issues since the 80s without giving us any proper results. So if they think, just like Chemo said, they should start something for us to see that, okay, whatever they started is being like impacting it, being impactful.
Yeah.
That's when they can come up with a statement that these people should stop whatever they are doing on the radio. Yes, for that we've known that we will get to know that we have certain quarters that can solve this kind of marital issues if the family values have been lost. Because gone away, just like Barrister said, gone away the days that it's the family that needs to sit down and then solve this kind of marriage issue. The issues like this shouldn't even go out into the public domain. Not even when you live in a compound house, not even your tenants will even get to hear of you guys even fighting. It just has to be within the family.
Yeah, indoor settlement.
Yeah, but now family values have been lost, and then we don't need the police to come in and then come and put a halt to certain kind of programs that gives some kind of percentage results to certain people that goes there.
Yeah.
Until then, if the police are not ready to bring certain programs to impact for us to see that okay, the police program is even far better than whatever they were doing already, then they should just spare us with the plenty English. Because we are tired of the police telling us that we are investigating, we are doing this, and the matter is here, because we have those who and then their likes. If these people were to be doing their works properly, like issues like this shouldn't even be in the media domain, it shouldn't even be in the public domain. If these people are waiting for people to be assaulted before they jump in.
Yes.
You understand? They are waiting.
I'm sure before they even come to the studio, cite them. Fire.
They even listen to your case before they bring you on.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So
saying.
even that's right, you need to
So if you can't sell,
they will say you wait, and then they will go for a case that they think people will be interested.
So, brass, I mean, the police here, we beg them, they should leave our segment for us. Or we enjoy what they should allow us.
Well, I think let's also hit this point you just made. Some people also see it as the entertainment now.
Brass, I mean, I'm number one. Hey, brass, I mean, I don't have time watching the whole segment. I'm looking for the
highlights. The flashpoints.
But it's actually destroying families. Instead of
the family values have been lost too.
Well, so much stress in town. I'm sure that's why some people will see this as a form of entertainment. So in case you're also stressed and you live in Accra, every Friday we are calling you to join us on the corporate hangout, aka the corporate hangout. Yeah, you can also join us at Create Lounge and let's have a ministry. The ministry of prayers, the ministry of clapping, the ministry of singing, fasting and all that. You can also join us if you want to be part of it. Feel free and hit us on the number on the screen, either via WhatsApp or voice call. And let's do it. Now to the very last story before we say goodbye. I'm enjoying the conversation, deep conversation, smooth flowing conversation, and it has been so helpful so far, so good, very awesome. Now the very last story is going to be about these two guys, the extreme guys, Zola and young barrister. It's about them.
Oh boy.
And I'm sure if you had watched the full video, if you've seen the full video, you might have heard their names in there. Their names came up in the full video, no tweets about that. And I'm not sure I'm going to hide it as well. In that artist fan base, I'm one full supporter of artist fan base. Like, I like it. It is my prayer and wish that every artist should have an organized, like a team that you can raise up your hand and say, hey, you are calling me to do this. When I'm coming with my team, like my people. The songs they will enjoy. When it comes to enjoying songs, no one is loyal. When it comes to like music consumption, no one is loyal. Today, it is Kwaku the Traveler that is on. If tomorrow, no, he can be done. Like it is even now in Ghana. Yesterday it was Kwaku the Traveler. Today it is Buga, Kiss Daniel, and Techno. Tomorrow maybe Stone Boys. What's the new song?
Therapy.
Yeah. Tomorrow it could be On God. Like for consumption, it is not loyalty that we all know, or we don't use like something like being loyal. Not loyalty is a different word. Okay, it is still the same thing though. We are not talking about being loyal. No, we are talking about okay, how can I get some people following me, whether I am relevant or not? The reason I love the fan base thing. SARK there in about 8 months or so has not released a song, but I'm sure when he steps out anywhere, guys will come in the name of SARK natives. Yeah, that's my pride. But now there seems to be a disconnect. I think for the past 5 years or maybe coming down or more, it was really like the thing. Every artist was boastful that yeah, my fan base will come, my fan base will do this. But now the artists self, they are not linking with the fan base anymore. That's what we are seeing. And I'm asking, what is causing this? Why is it like that? I had a previous show, a show before this one that I talked about it. I mentioned some points. We will just go for some flash points in that particular video, and I'll come back and ask my people, first of all, do they see the same thing happening? And if they see it happening, what is happening? If they want to tell us that it's not this, it's not like that, to over to them. Watch it, I'll be right back.
Observed some few things in the industry concerning the fan base.
Yeah.
And then let's say the president of the fan.
Yeah.
Of the fan base, I mean.
Yeah.
Now you don't really see the fan base, I mean the fans really pushing the top artists like the way they used to before. What could be the possible reasons?
Yeah. This is a very sensitive area, a very sensitive topic that we are about to discuss. Because I know it is going to be more or less like an eye-opener for both the fans and the artist.
Yeah.
It is a very sensitive area, and we will still say it the way we have to say it. As it stands now, there is a huge disconnect for the fan base and the guys at the top. That is the artist. And as it stands now, the people who started this fan base thing, you know, there are some few people, and if you go to all of these camps, you can point out some names. When you go to SARK Nation, you can mention some names. Go to SM, it is the same thing. Go to High Grade, it is the same thing. So when it comes to the guys who started, they are always a certain circle. They started all these fan bases. As it stands now, almost all the people who started, they are off that radar. So go to SM. Those who really started the SM thing, those who were the front leaders or the front liners, go there, they are not there. Go to BHIM, those who started. And here I can mention Zola because Zola is my guy.
Okay.
So with him I can mention without, even I can go to SARK Nation and mention someone like Kobe Che. Kobe Che is my guy. Like those are my people, so I can mention them without fear. Go to SM. There are some people who started it, and all those people at the moment, they are not available. Go to High Grade. Once again, High Grade, I have some Karim Benzema and co. He is also my guy.
Yeah.
Those who are my guys, I can mention them without fear of favor because when they come, I can fight.
Yeah, definitely. And if you don't, we are there. We can fight.
You understand? Those who started the thing, they are no more because, one, they have realized that we cannot live our lives for these guys. Because as much as we support them with everything within us, when we are hungry, we still have to go and look for money to buy our own food. When we want clothes to wear, we have to go and look for money to buy our own clothes. When we are sick, we have to go and look for money to go to hospital to cure ourselves.
Yeah.
So most of them, now, when they started, maybe they were young boys with less responsibilities. At the moment, maybe they have some higher responsibilities on them.
Yeah.
So what they started, being on the streets, being on social media, always propagating the work of their artists, at the moment, they don't have the luxury to do that now.
Yeah.
So those who were really campaigning for this fan base thing, hey, let's be honest, and whoever is watching and would want to challenge should come forward.
Yeah.
He should go to any of these camps and tell me those who started, whether any of them is there. None. Because of that, are supposed to hold on to the mantle. They are missing. Because when the front guys left, they have not gotten another force to carry it forward. And it is because they have all been complaining about small things that actually this thing you can support to. But if you are not careful when you live all your life here, you'll be hungry. You can support to. But if you are not careful when you live all your life here, you turn around and you have nothing to hold on to. Because the artist, he cannot take care of all of you, the fans. And in fact, no one is saying we want the artist to take care of the fans. No. We are not saying that, and we will never say that. we are saying that as much as the artist is concerned, he's only getting support from the fan base. And the fan base, they are also giving what? The support. But now the fan base will come to a realization that, yes, we will support. What happens? As it stands now, there seems to be a huge disconnect between most of these artists and their fan base. I think the only group of people that I can say they still have that connection going on will be Shatawale and his SM fans. Alright, so this is one of my favorite topics for today because of these two gentlemen. And I'm going to listen to them critically to punch holes wherever they will lose it. And I'll punch holes there. Hey, Barrister, you are starting this. Who gave them starting? Like, if you don't start this, you have to start so that Chamo next.
Chamo is actually there.
Chamo can start.
Barrister, you have to start. Neutral person here.
Barrister, what is going on? What is going on?
Like what?
Because, like I said, even in your case, BHIM Nation, when Stonebwoy released, when he even signed Def Jam and released the new song, Therapy. I saw someone wrote online that Stonebwoy, as after meeting media telling them the Def Jam deal, they were expecting that he organized some caucus meeting with the fans. Then he tells them that, guys, now this is where I'm going to. I need your support as usual. But they did not see anything of that sort. And I remember there was a time it was Vodafone Ghana Music Awards. Stonebwoy had to vote. He called his fan base. They did what they called voting party. Gave them money to buy credit, I'm sure food to eat, drink, and all that. Yeah, it happened, and I'm sure they all can.
Why are you pointing?
Marital was in charge.
Oh,
he has been in charge.
Yes. So if you can call us for us to do voting party, and now there's a new day, why are you not calling us? Oh, guys, come, let's meet at here. Caucus, come. Okay, now then we all go at Def Jam. Now you are not seeing any of them. It is not happening. Barrister.
Sammy, how many of the BHIM fans do you follow?
Oh, me, all of them.
When?
You see, you may have my bands and not my trip.
You see, so
if I follow you, they are all under you.
Then when? Who? You said you want to mention three.
No.
Because there are only three.
Okay, I can mention
three is in Shatter.
No, I can mention three. There is one guy called Ohene Benetton. Unruly generals. He said, are they all not BHIM Nation guys?
Oh, continue.
Yes, I said
no, not me. With their discussion.
There was a girl because I don't see again. Pin them, Stonebwoy, pin them.
And what about Sheila Stonebwoy?
Sheila Stonebwoy. General. And the Director General.
Brasami.
Reality talk.
Reality talk. I don't think we will be backing on or leaving any stone. I don't believe that with our case, Stone has lost touch with the fan base.
In your case?
In my case, because I am speaking from where I see it.
As the CEO of BHIM fan base.
Not as a CEO, as a fan who you see, sometimes you see the fans, sometimes they need that push. Like that single person that will say, okay, let's go, then they move, let's do this, then they move. So with other comes when that figure is not there, they feel a bit relaxed. And I can also use myself as a case study where sometimes I have to come out and push some certain agenda, and we would all go all out. And if I sit back a bit, you see some of the people who would also feel relaxed. But I do not, and I will never believe that there is that loss of touch between Stone and his fans. No, we still maintain that we still have that proactiveness and that activeness online.
Are you sure?
Obviously, yes.
But when you guys
see, one of the things that
did not see it like that.
One of
what? Now the names Benetton and Stonebwoy,
they are all there. They are all there. No, they are all there. They are all there.
There is a boy called Kekeli on Facebook. All of them now they are sleeping.
Oh, he's still doing. Kekeli is still active. You see.
I know what you want to do.
No,
that's okay.
I don't know. That's not okay. What I'm saying.
So, but you guys are okay, but for Shatter, they are left with 3.
They are left with 3.
You
see, I wanted to make I wanted to make a point that, you see, one of the things that made the fan base very, very, very active and proactive online was because of the attack between the fans. The trolling, where you have
the beef.
Yes.
When Stoneboy and Shatter.
Not really, but you see the fan base.
Are you sure?
I'm coming to a point.
Okay.
The beef play major role where always you know that there are some bad blood, so you need to come out with some tactics to defend, to attack, to throw. So it makes online very, very active with regards to the fan base. But you don't see that now because there is seemingly peace between these artists. So if you want, you need to be like the way Stoneboy said that if the agenda you want to set, you should be I think he used a certain word, like you need to be very, very mature in terms of doing that. The trolling are too much. You need to be objective when you want to do that. So I think the objectiveness is what is, making us look a bit relaxed. But the fans are doing very well. I am also doing very well. I'm not relaxed. I am still a BHIM fan. I'll still be a BHIM fan.
So like, I use one example for the voting part you guys did.
Yes.
When Stoneboy signed the new deal, Def Jam, has there been any attempt to meet a caucus? I know he doesn't meet all of you. Has there been any attempt to meet a caucus? Oh, guys, there is the new move. Let's go all out again, like we did for Benetton. Has there been such a meeting or such an encounter yet?
Yes.
When was that?
There are certain things that will not come into the media okay, Brassami. Even before the Def Jam deal, like we heard that there's going to be something like that. And I'm coming.
When Stoneboy meets fans, it is no secret.
Yes.
So why are you making like it's at the held and
I'm just saying that. No, I'm just saying that.
Even caucus meeting.
Even the voting party was not a caucus meeting. That's what I'm talking about. It was an open platform. Those who can come.
So this time I'm not even calling for an open one, a caucus one.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That sometimes it may not be physical, but sometimes information will be sent to. Oh, I want you people to do this. How can you go about it? Then you talk to people that okay, this is the plan. This is what we want to do. This is how we want. Yeah, this is the objective. These are the goals. So obviously some of these things are there.
After the release of the therapy, what has been an agenda set by you, like since you are the leader? What agenda have you set ever since you guys released the therapy? And be honest with yourself and your audience.
Yes.
And some people who can.
Oh yes. I was setting an agenda where, because the therapy is a love song. I was he's going to make a comment. I was saying that all ladies like ladies should send me their pictures and do videos and stuff, and things like that were happening, and I was pushing that agenda. The problem of me not being active online is because that man blocked me for 30 days. Before the song was, I was blocked on Facebook for 30 days. So I'm still in prison.
You have Instagram?
Yes, and I'm still doing that on it. But you see that the song, because Universal has some copyright on it, so when you post, they'll block the song somewhere. So sometimes it makes posting it somehow, you feel like, oh, this thing they will still block it. And they have also put some limit on it. Sometimes you post and you only get 4 likes. It doesn't travel like the way you post normal stuff and it will move. So that is I'm also thinking of maybe looking at some people and talking to them that is there any way to remove such restrictions when it comes to the fans so that they can feel free. But this is business. This is so.
But
yes.
The last time you met Stoneboy?
Oh, Sammy.
Is it? Well, ask the harmless question. Like you are the CEO. You are the director.
Do I have that connection?
CEO of Fanbase.
What was the last time you met him?
Last week Tuesday.
Last week Tuesday.
Yes, and the next Wednesday I was here.
At where?
I met him at Star FM.
Star FM.
Yes, and we had a long conversation. Yeah, we had a lot. That's why I'm saying that sometimes the things will not come out, and then you get it.
So you think that there hasn't been a disconnect with
there hasn't been.
BHIM.
Yes.
But the other
yes, I'll talk about the other fan base and I'm ready for the but you see, last week Saturday, for instance, the BHIM fans met at Osu. A lot of them came and we had, I think, few conversations, and we are looking.
And once again, there wasn't a video or photo out.
Should I? Oh, I have the pictures. I have
posted.
I have not posted them. I have a brother.
Oh no, it's okay. Yeah. Because I would only see when you post it, because that is what has been happening. Yes. Anytime you guys do your event, you post. Yes. And that's how we see it. So if it happened and did not post, like in my mind,
nothing is happening. Exactly. No, a lot are going on underground.
So. Okay, so how about the other one? How do you see it now?
We are just in the 5th month of the year, so just watch out for things.
Exactly. In fact, I don't want it to die. Yeah. I'm doing this discussion, or I mentioned
this year we will invite you to the White Oranges. You know the White Oranges is the biggest fan base.
I know.
Event.
This year I'm going to be there.
All right. So with the other fan base, yes, the SM fans, yes. Yes, we know that the SM fans they have lost touch totally. Yes, totally they have lost touch with their boss. Yes. You know that when they started,
Sure?
Oh, obviously I'm coming. When they started. They started. Miss Brasami. Shatta started with this Tuesday market thing.
Yeah.
Does he do it?
No.
He has lost touch.
Yes.
All right. Yes, he has lost touch. Okay. Shatta started wishing his fans happy birthday and stuff. Has he been doing that? He has lost touch. Okay, let's go. Stone continues to do that too. Every birthday, he's wishing his fans happy birthday. Unless he doesn't know that you are a fan, whether you are active or not. So long as.
Are you sure Shatta is not doing that?
Oh, he has stopped. Oh, you can check. Yeah, you can check.
Well, I've not seen something.
Yeah.
I can't defend.
And then sometimes Shatta used to post some of their songs. I mean, his fans when they sing, they do videos of his songs. They post and. My guy has stopped.
No, he's still doing it.
Oh, he has stopped. Like the activeness has reduced.
Oh,
man has lost touch. And right now, what we are saying.
What is happening in someone's house by this own house.
This Shatta fast.
Sorry about that.
When you look at the multi train now, even their activeness is slowing. We have the likes of Dreamline, who again. I think Crab. Yes, and then the last one, maybe I'll give it to that blogger of theirs, Ofori Gideon Ofori. So these 3 people are the ones that are basically doing.
Continue talking. I'm listening to you.
Basically doing what it is, and then when you take the Sammy fans, they are totally out of the system. I don't know what they are. They are out of the system. I don't know if they are still enjoying the MPP small cash, driving the V8 around. So they have totally lost touch with their boys. Because as for them, we know that there's going to be a time where their activeness is not going to be felt, because at the time it was the BHIM fans that were supporting most of their works. So until Grandpa decided to do some small sellout, and the grandchildren also.
The comment this guy will chop this.
And the grandchildren also decided to sell out small, so we left them, and we realized that all the powers that you had then was all from us. So
I see. So you guys were holding down high grade families.
Yes. Obviously we were the one holding them down. Now that we are no more.
And how about SARK Nation? What do you see?
I think the SARK natives, I think they're also doing well. You know, they used to be very, very active on Twitter. And you see, one thing. One thing that we need to be applauding this fan base of is that it's prepared most of these people to join the industry naturally. Yes, and I think it's one of the things that the fan base needs to be.
It is one of the reasons I think it should be held on to.
Yes,
they should hold it, because the guys, they graduate into the mainstream in that, because the moment they start as fans, they learn. They learn because of this trolling. So they learn. They learn, they have information. At the point, the fan base will even have information more than read those who are in the mainstream media.
And because every day you need to be researching and having a lot of points to brag about.
Exactly.
So I think, like when you take, I think Kali is a SARK native. He's now entering mainstream. But I think the mistakes that we are doing is that those of us who are learning and naturally joining the mainstream industry, as that we are failing to nurture the next people.
That's what
and that is what we are failing to do. For example, when Kobiche was leaving, there's supposed to be that hierarchy where he will nurture somebody.
But you see, Barrister, even with that, as much as you guys are failing to do that, I don't want to blame you fully or wholly. What kind of empowerment, what kind of resources have you guys been giving? So can you say that, oh, every month or every quarter, Stoneboy gives me something to get resources, maybe some new phone, data, get this, so that you can also be, because at the end of the day, when you get up and you are doing beam thing, how do you feel?
Okay, so for the first time, I'm going to declare that I've been getting.
You've been getting what?
What you mentioned, the resources.
So you are on a payroll.
Let me just state here, but I'm not on a payroll. I'm just saying that sometimes opportunities do come not with these monetary things. A lot of opportunity come. I used to have a lot of medical problems, and then one also has to do with my teeth. So I decided to speak to Stone's wife, and then she booked an appointment. The woman took care of my teeth free of charge, simply because I am a fan. And there was a time I was there, and then she asked me, "Oh, what is your number? I want to send you some." No, your number. I want to send you some credit. And she sent me. I've never bought that credit in my entire life before, and I was like, "Whoa!" You see, so something. You see, something.
That's what I'm talking about. So empowerment.
So that is why I'm saying that. Okay, you know the medical things that I did. It was not just for one day. I went through all the processes free of charge. And dental medical is very, very expensive. But this woman did everything for free. How about that one? And Stone himself has been very, very good to me, honestly. He has been very, very good to me. And I know there are so many people who are also enjoying that benefit, but they may not come out to say it. And like myself, there was a time we were raising funds for a small boy that was suffering from hernia. And I posted it. So he inboxed me. How much did they need? And I mentioned the money. Okay, I'll give you this amount. Pick it from my wife. I went and I took the money from the wife. At the time, Black City was also the manager. So he also called me, "Oh, I want to support." And all these things are part of the benefits that we get. So I am not from where I sit, there are so many benefits that we are getting. It may not come from Stoneboy, but it comes within the fan base. There are some people who are well-to-do. They see your work and they want to support. And there are so many people that have been elevated with all these things. And I can mention Ohini. Ohini is one of the guys that you think that he's just a fan, but the guy is well resourced. Yes, and he has been supporting a lot of people. And I'm also part of the people he has been supporting. So I'm not for the fan base has lost that. The BHIM native fan base is one of the proactive fan base on.
Well, I'm happy to hear that.
I mean, so that,
and I also want to believe everything he's saying is factual.
It's factual.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to believe, because media, the fan base, I'm a number one supporter of this fan. I even encourage artists to have it.
And the last one, you see, she loves Stoneboy. There was a time I was celebrating my birthday, and then she called me. Barrister, is your Vodafone number Momo
active?
And I said yes. And straight 1,000 Ghana.
I see. So more empowerment.
Yes, a lot.
So you, for example, who are you nurturing?
A lot of the people.
The girls.
A lot of the people, you see.
It means it's the girls too.
You know, we say, see what they talk. A lot.
It's the name of fan base.
It's not. Oh, really?
Papa Shatawale.
A lot. You see, Brasami. Sometimes people do not appreciate. People do not appreciate some of these things. Sometimes, back, I realized that our activeness on Instagram was very, very low. So I decided that this should be the agenda. So we set a certain agenda that let's get onto Instagram and then make the numbers there. And today you can mention a lot of people with huge numbers on Instagram. Thanks to me. I'm for the first time I want to just brag with that, because I led that and I'm so proud that a lot of people are having that number. So I decided to be slow so that they can push forward, and then
See you himself.
You Zola.
Chamo.
You know that Zola and I started. He started nurturing me to be a blogger. We started with Kasua.
All right, Chamo. What do you also see before Zola closes the show for us?
Yeah, interesting. There's positive and negative to the whole fan base thing, and I think some have enjoyed a lot of goodies from it, and some are also not seeing top. And I think it's normal. I mean, the fan base thing, there are two ways to it. You know, at some point I declared myself as a part of the Blacko tribe.
Yes, I know.
But I don't go out pushing everything Blacko. You know, mine is to enjoy his music and even sometimes defend him when I feel like it is right. But mine is not that fanatic type that I will go and push it by all means. Yes. So that is it. The same thing with my association with SM. Yeah, I'm not like officially part of SM, but more unofficially, I sometimes push something that I think is right, and he deserves that kind of support. Then I will give it. That's how mine is. And we have those who are that fanatics, and they will just go all out. Whatever it is, they do it. Mine is different, and I think we should just encourage even both those who are like me.
Okay.
Will just defend what they think is right, especially when they have soft spot for the person. With me and with Shatawali, the way the reason why I support some of the things that he does is through his the kind of music that he puts out. I mean, if for those who are closer to me, you know that my ringing tone for not less than let's say I think about 3 years now is Shatawali's song Melissa. I've not changed it.
You've not changed it?
No.
So he's part of the three?
No,
bench.
I just love the song, and I think I should push it. If I like it, why not? The same way I'll push Blacko's song when I think it's nice, then I have to push it. Yes. So for the fans, I think they have lost touch small, and it's because of there's been a changes. I feel they have changed based on how they used to operate, but they are still there. For SM, for instance, they are there, and if you doubt it, just look at what happened when he was coming from America. The numbers that met him at the airport. I mean, it should tell you that.
So SM, for instance, I know they are now operating on their second layer.
Yeah.
So yes, you saw the numbers there. Yeah. But numbers you saw was not orchestrated by the first layer of SM fans. That first layer is now eroded.
A bit not active, like
it's eroded.
Yes. So that is it. I mean, they are still there.
Now the second layer is what is operating. That be Fushket, Shatta Bobby, Flex A, Jimmy Dems,
more like
lines
those who are.
But there was a first layer B.
Yeah.
Larry and that layer.
The Moses and
now that layer, it's
Bismarck and
that layer. We are not too sure about that layer.
Yes, but you know, we have others who are just pushing from the back, especially the SM fans who are outside Ghana. They are also doing their own thing there. I mean, one way to even say that they are still there, but maybe they are operating differently, is how they react to our videos on Sammy Flex TV. They will come and do their own thing there. I mean, they are there pushing agenda in different way, different format. So me, I think they are still there, just that they are operating differently. If not any fans at all, I can mention the SM fans.
Okay.
And,
they are very active.
And they are
they active more than the BHIM guys?
On their on our platform, they are.
Okay.
On our platform, I can't say for other platforms or what is happening there, but on Sammy Flex TV, the SM fans, they are so active and they have their own way of operating.
Okay,
so,
thank you.
Yeah, so we should just encourage them to maybe do more for us to see them doing what they like best. But I will continue to do the way I do it.
Okay.
That's
okay,
so what
was Zola's position in
He employed me.
Wow, Zola was my boss.
Okay, good. I
think it's more of responsibilities than any other thing. Because gone were the days that even fan bases have, especially in BHIM Nation, there were monthly meetings, there were certain things that they fan bases. But now it's more of responsibility because no one will even leave his job.
This is what I wanted this month to say.
Yes, no one will even leave.
We used to do money, now we are not doing it anymore.
No one will even leave his job that fits him to go and sit in a meeting and then discuss certain things regarding to an artist. It's healthy, it's very good because you say you've devoted yourself to support this fan base, this art. So it's very good for certain meetings to be held, but now it's more of responsibilities and then leadership, weak leadership. Yes, weak leadership in the sense that Barrister himself can attest to the fact that then times the leadership of BHIM Nation were very tight, very strong.
Like smart boys
who are already who are always having first-hand information from the artists to the fan bases, organizing meetings, organizing certain kind of tours, some kind of excursions, and but now Barrister himself can attest to the fact that he's the only person handling a huge number of fan bases. And then most of these fan bases, especially the new fan base, also feels like you Barrister, who be you Safi Goofy. So like lack of respect and then lack of leadership and then responsibilities as well, because Barrister himself sometimes feels like this people coming and then I need to feel as well. Aside me getting little kind of support from Stone Boy and then the wife from the Benita Music Group,
which is not reliable.
Yes, because it can't be reliable at all times. So definitely I have to go around look for certain things, and then by the time I get home, maybe I'm tired or something like that. You understand? I'm tired, or maybe I have certain things to take care of. So it's more of responsibility, weak leadership, and then respect. That's all. That's
respect from who?
Respect within themselves.
The
younger, because one were the days.
But do you also see the artists putting value on the fan base?
Okay, so
it's cutting across, not just one person.
Okay, so in all, the lack of or weak leadership skills comes from that kind of blog, as in the artist himself putting value on people working for from the SARK native, from the SM, from the BHIM Nation, from the
come here and talk to something, they Charlie, yes. You know they mind me,
yes.
If I go they mind me.
That's the whole issue.
Yeah, I hear more.
Yes, so that's what I was saying, that one of the days the leadership of BHIM Nation were very active because there was a direct kind of contact between the management of the artist Stone Boy and then even Stone Boy himself. So this leadership had first-hand information, even organize certain kind of meetings. It has to come from the leadership. No one can just wake up and be like, let's go meet here and do this. If Barrister is can attest to the fact, it got to a time the fan base wanted to, some of the fan people created their own group, WhatsApp group, and they wanted to organize some like a pool party or something. They wanted to even use the BHIM logo, and then the leadership were like, no, if we've not given you guys the go ahead, you guys cannot do it. But now everybody can just wake up, go and do whatever he feels like. Because he feels like I buy my own data, I buy my own phone. There's no leadership. There's no connection between the artist and then the fan base because there's no leadership. So it's weak leadership. That's all. Because like the Sekle Moses, the Bilal Harris you were talking about, these were the people that had direct contact with the artist himself, from management to the artist himself. So first they have first-hand information that they distribute to the fan base, other quarters of the fan base. This is what we are doing. But now, Shatawale can just release a project without the fans even knowing. They only have to go on his page to know. Then times, even before Stone Boy or maybe any artist releases a song, the leadership knows that, Stone will be releasing a song on this day. Stone will be going here for an interview. Stone will be doing this. But now, if the artist himself doesn't even post it on his social media handles,
Fan base, nobody knows.
so the connection is not there because of lack of leadership, weak leadership, and then responsibilities. That's it.
Would you want to defend something he said?
No, not really. But I think the responsibility.
I like Barrister.
Well, I think the responsibility aspect of it is true, because right now the responsibilities are growing.
Life's plenty.
And like you mentioned, pin them queen.
Pin them.
Yeah, she's a nurse. So she's a nurse.
But even then, she was still a nurse.
She was still a nurse, but like
maybe without
yes,
a husband or without.
no. But you see, as time goes on, the portfolio keeps growing.
Yeah,
and then there are so many of the boys are now military and police.
If you watched my previous show, like I said, I know that you can't be doing it forever.
So you have to
but there should be that succession plan. So if like it has been strong, after pin them queen, there will be some agile.
So there are so many weak leadership. That's it's a weak leadership thing. Because if the leadership were to be strong, like just like I was saying, because Barrister himself can attest to the fact that then times he wasn't even part of the leadership, but he was under certain people that were even channeling information to him because they felt like no, Barrister can take over when we are not around.
Yeah.
So anytime there's a leadership, it got to a time he was even added to the leadership group because they felt like Barrister can coordinate these people well. So let's add him to it. Yeah. But now leadership is weak. So who is he even going to be like point like you come and let me nature you come and work with. When Barrister was very active as a leader, he had certain people he was moving around with. But what happened? Now I don't even know where they are.
When?
Your girls, where are they?
But they are there.
Your friend is saying. She Stone Boy and Co. Where are they?
There.
Oh, master.
Oh, they are not there.
We're doing that.
But you need a.
I
beg you.
One lady or
Barrister is loyal. So
what?
Okay, so this is my wish for the fan base. So if any of you guys watch this, guys, I'm scared that if we are not careful, if we don't have conversations like this, in the next year 2 or 3, maximum 5,
floating fans,
it will be done. Like we won't get even one person standing out as a fan base guy. Because at this stage, you know where I had expected a fan base to have been built from. Like by now they should be in senior high school.
Yeah.
That Stoneberg, hey, when you go to secondary school, like the guys there, they are my fans. Then they build up to the tertiary. Then after tertiary, they also go on to the next thing. But actually, those people, you see, will be an issue. And unfortunately, the new crop of artists too are not building on it. Like Blacko doesn't have a Blacko tribe where, yeah, you know, this is like there are music lovers.
You see, you see with this kind of floating fan base thing. You see the floating fan base thing. When we were discussing about Yao Talk, and then the new crop of artists being together, is you seeing them. If it's a Yao Talk video, you see a Blacko there, you see a Coco Flick there, you see a Maconin. I said that these people don't have core fans.
Yes.
It's a floating fans. Fans
just have music lovers.
Yes. So if they don't take care and then one person face off, film, they are all gone.
And that's what is happening.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, young barrister. He is still the lead member of CEO of BHIM. So I know some of my SM fans will not be happy. Those who be watching the show, but don't mind him. It's like that. He wants to get on your nerves. I'm sure that somebody said, as I'm saying, it's not a bad day. Also, the SM. I'm not doing SM and BMO. So if you are coming, if you come prepared as an entertainment analyst or pundit, if you are ready, why not link up me there? I believe in growing talents in this field more. So if you think I'm prepared, I have info, I can stand behind the camera. Come.
But Sammy,
yeah, man.
I think I must commend you for one thing you did in our industry as in fans. You were and then still the first radio personality, media personality to have thrown light on fan bases.
Oh yeah, that's why I don't want to lose.
Yes. And the first interview I was there.
First.
It's true.
And most of them have come up to be like secret trainer.
Like it was myself, Father Sussex, and then one guy from
SM.
No, high grade. That day he couldn't
I have those videos. You tell it.
No, we will straighten things out.
So talk to your artists, talk to the guys, and let this thing work. That is beautiful. Like you go to events and you see people sporting attires, and it's a vibe. But I also blame the artists sometimes. They should stop being selfish. Yes, as much as we are talking to the fans, the artists too, they should stop being selfish and they should listen to them kicking.
Yes,
just 30 minutes with the fan base, like they'll feel empowered. Just 30 minutes, so spend just 30 minutes with them. They'll feel so much empowered, and the loyalty that they give you guys, it's not easy. I remember at the point some people were ready to die in this name of fan base. They were ready to die. Yes.
See what happened there, Sammy, it was between life and death.
I know.
Yo, the tags, I don't know if the Langas at Kokoro, I don't know if they came there.
So on.
Charlie, Sammy, they were held down in Charlie, some of us who, the twist also.
Someone was supporting.
Charlie.
Not support. There was attack.
They attacked us. People were robbed. Charlie.
Because you were
No.
It was
you remember a Stone and his friends?
Yeah, Muslim. I remember that show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Plus FM days.
Yeah.
After the show, we were attacked because our bus was parked and we were waiting for somebody.
You moved the bus.
They go to events with buses.
And somebody. Oh, Sapato. So they use some steak or something
to whack his head.
Deep one. And you couldn't find it. I had to stop the bus until we see the guy. We are not moving.
That's how Charlie. That time.
But it was
as the artist, I appreciate you.
Oh no, yeah, still.
Thanks to Intimdo the Solomon, thanks to Zola, thanks to the Guitar Rasta Currency Richie Flex, Yala PG and Gideon Neil Lamtesin. I know this has been a beautiful show. You would love to watch this again. Meet us tomorrow, same time, 8:30 p.m. GMT, and let's do some more. My name is Sammy Flex. Subscribe to this if you've not done that, and let's do more showbiz on this channel, the best entertainment channel in Ghana and beyond. We are out of here.